BL62 OZS red Fiesta. If you ever see that car about, egg it. I just held the door for her, yeah, and it's one of them stupid lip filler lot, meaty, bro, no back, nothing, and she just rolled her eyes. I said, are you gonna say thank you then? And she was like, she just rolled her eyes at me. I know who raises these people, but I want to say I'm not gonna let that ruin my mood, but it's ruined my mood. I don't know if you can already tell, but I'm poorly. But what I'm gonna tell you today it is a story time. It's not a crazy one, because believe it or not, my stories are true and you guys want one every week. I'm kind of running out of stories, but I'm literally about to tell you what my dad told me a couple years ago. I might as well have recorded that conversation and posted it. Sorry that I know there's a lot of announcements today, like we're in a school assembly, but I know I was posting 2 times a week, and the last 2 weeks it's just been one. I'll be honest, bro, one thing I'm not good at is doing 2 things at once. That's one, I've never been good at that. I always focus on one thing and then I forget about the other. I'm doing 2 other things, and then this is kind of at the back of my priority list. Before it was second, but I'm gonna try. I really don't want this channel to die in it, because I was genuinely grinding it, posting 2 videos a week, because I edit my own stuff as well. It kind of takes it out of you a bit, but I'm gonna try my best to hop on 2 times a week again. But anyway, yeah, so in this country I think you've got to be 21 to rent a car with official, you know, like Euro car and all that, with official companies. But then you just get like an Opel Corsa. No one wants to rent out an Opel Corsa. You gotta be a bellend. I was 17 and my boy was 18 and he was renting a car for the first time. He was renting a Golf, and I went with him to the unit, and then I got there and I kind of liked the prices, and the cars look naughty. You know, the cars in front of you think, yeah, that's naughty, bro. So I was like, yeah, I want to rent one. The guy goes, nah, you're too young, you're 17. 2 weeks later, I'm 18, innit? So I go back down to the unit, and before you know it, I've taken out an Audi S3. Now this was the first non-slow car I'd ever driven. There was an option of a RS3, a 140i and an S3. I decided to be sensible and choose the S3. I think that's the easiest to drive out of them lot. So I've taken out this S3. The first thing you notice when you get in a car like that after getting in a slow one is you don't feel speed in it, if that makes sense. You'd be doing 100 on private land, and it feels like you're doing 60. That's the first thing you notice. Actually, the first thing I noticed was launch control, bro. And there's a camera in it about here, like the cabin view. Like where I'm sat, you could see me, and you can see the front of the road. This obviously wasn't an official rental company. There was just some bloke rents out his car and then he takes Uber for the day. You know what I mean, innit? So obviously I've taken the car back now, and I'm showing my other friend who's 17, not got a license, and he's sat in it on the driveway, because we'd never really been in nice cars at this point, innit? So we were just a bit excited, and then I get a call from the rental guy. I answer it, and I'm thinking in my head, oh, it's gonna be for probably revving it, but we're not even revving it that bad. But anyway, I answered it. Yo, I rented the car out to you, innit? And I was like, well, yeah, I was literally talking this morning. Why? I didn't like the tone he was speaking to me in, but I've not even done nothing wrong. Oh yeah, so why is my man in the driver's seat? This is when I obviously clocked there's a cabin camera. And I just told him, nah, he's just my mate and he's not driving. It's on a driveway, bro, and the car's not moving. And he just starts kissing his teeth and, yeah, make sure he doesn't move it. Nah, he's not moving it. I just told you, innit? I'm driving the car and he's just sat in the driver's while it's parked up. Make sure you don't, or I'm gonna suck your deposit, you know, because I had to leave a deposit on the car, obviously. And I don't know, it just kind of pissed me off. Like, I don't get why this bloke's not listening. He's just sat in the driver's seat. He's not allowed to sit in the front seat, bro. He's not Rosa Parks. Right, listen, if I catch him driving the car, I'm gonna suck your deposit. Blah, blah, blah. Cool, whatever, yeah. Cool, alright, fine. End the call. And it just pissed me off. I don't know, it just put me off the, you know how it is. Just didn't like the guy anymore. Like, it's his car, he can call me, sure, but you don't have to keep. Like, I feel like he phoned me just to threaten. Like, he was angry about something, and he thought he's gonna take it out on me. A couple hours later, it's evening now, we're eating food, the car's on, so the camera's on, we're eating food, my door's open, we're just sort of like lingering around the car. I get a call from him again. Yo, was that you just driving then? It was me just driving then. Alright, cool, because it looked like someone else, you know. I was just thinking, this guy's taking the piss. I just feel like I'm constantly being watched, surveillance. This guy's constantly watching the camera like some cock, bro. A lot of people rent out cars to take out girls, bro. And we all know what they do with them in the back seat. So you don't want my man watching him be like, yo, Ray, you better not be driving, bro. She's having a different type of ride. That's another thing I want to get quickly off my chest. If you're going to rent out like a sporty Golf, or like a normal looking car, that's the sport variant of it, to impress people for that specific reason, I'll be real, there's no point in it. Because the boys around there, the car guys, they already know which ones are the rentals, because the rentals are usually quite big cars. So you're not really fooling them. The girls don't care, trust me, they don't care. They don't care. A girl does not care about an S3. Her dad's probably got an A3. it looks the same. Let's be real, innit? If you're not a car person, these cars are not impressing you. It's the same thing. Don't waste your money in it. So have some self-respect. Low level. If you're having to impress a bird with a car, yeah, she's cheap, she's low level. She's just a uni bop, that's what I call them. She's just a uni rental. She is the rental herself. Anyway, fast forward, yeah, about 6 months. The S3 I rented for 4. This time I'm renting an S4 for an event, bro. I'm going for all the S cars, mate. There was an event on at 10 o'clock. It takes an hour to get there from the rental. So I told the guy, can you meet me at 8 a.m? So I left my house at 7, got to the rental yard at 8 a.m. Need to be somewhere at 10. So the latest this guy can come is at 9 o'clock, absolute latest, because then it takes me an hour to get there and it'll be 10, you know what I mean? But I was speaking to the guy the night before. He was very responsive and jolly on the messages. I'll have your S4 ready for you, cousin. Be ready, bro. So then I get there, he's not ready. He's not even there, bro, he's asleep. He wakes up at 12 o'clock, but while I'm waiting, because the event started at 10, I left the rental unit at 10. So I got to the event at 11. I went in my own car, bombed it down to the event, and then he calls me about 12 o'clock, the rental guy. Cousin, where are ya? I'm outside now, I'm pulling in. I just told him, bro, what's the fucking point, bro? I told you, I literally needed the car at 10 o'clock. I just needed it for that one little part. Obviously, it was day hire, innit? I did rent it out for the day, but you know when you get to the event and you realise it's just good vibes, you didn't really need a car anyway. It was sort of like that. So I just saw it as a blessing in disguise. It's not like you were fashionably late. You were like 12 o'clock. I was meant to be there 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, boom. 4 hours late. Ignore the blisters on my handbrake until I've been on graft, innit? 4 hours late, that's taking the piss, I can't lie. That's just straight disrespect, considering I paid as well. I think I paid a bit extra for him to come earlier. And I just felt so disrespected, innit? I think because I was young, innit, people used to do this to me. So I told the guy just cancel it, and then he starts like moaning and groaning. La brother, I told this is man's livelihood, bro. Man's are coming here taking the piss out of me. You're taking the piss out of me, my bro. No, I'm not taking the piss out. If anything, you're taking the piss out of me. You're meant to be at 8 o'clock, you come here at 12. You want me to wait there for 4 hours? You come after when I needed the rental. I don't even need it anymore, but I've paid for it, so you know what I mean? I'd rather roll in the S4. I went back, I did go back later on. I think I got there about 3 o'clock, and I said, yeah, go on then. You were moaning, so hand me the S4. Bro, you should have said something. I texted him I was coming. He put okay. Bro, you should have said something. You're now the S4's gone out. Oh, so you know what I mean? The money's not gone to waste and someone's rented it. The S4's gone. Can I have my refund then? No, bro, it don't work like that. You know the worst part about all of this was, this guy I was speaking to was like quite a religious guy, yeah? Like, he was quite known in their community for being a religious guy, and the only impression I've got of him is that he just robbed me. I got robbed, didn't it? Let's be real, I got robbed. If we look at both sides of the story, like, if he was a little bit late, fair enough, but he was 4 hours late. I wasn't just gonna sit there for 4 hours when I literally had somewhere to be, and I was late where I needed to be because of this guy. He's inconvenienced me way more than I inconvenienced him. I didn't inconvenience him at all. Oh, like, if you've gone to buy something, you're not gonna wait 4 hours, are you? If the guy don't turn up, you just get the hint. You just think you got scammed. I thought I got scammed. Like, you're gonna have to wake up early if a customer requests you to do something early. That's how the job works, innit? You don't just work working your own hours, boys. Doesn't literally mean you work your own hours. You got a booking at 8, but I work my own hours so that you roll up at 12. It's stupid, innit? But yeah, I didn't get the money back. I can't lie, I didn't. And I know what you lot are thinking. What a pussy and this, that. Bro, I was fragile at 19, bro. I was skinny, no beard, nothing. GTA build, bro. So it is what it is. I had more money than sense. I had money at 19, I didn't have sense. But yeah, fast forward now, 20 years old. You know what I mean? This one took a 1.5 year gap before I got over it, yeah. But I'm 20 years old now. A lot of people ask my age in the comments, so I just want to clear this up. I'm 39 years of age. I like to be honest with my viewers. Anyway, this was 19 years ago when I was 20. And I rented out the new RS3, the green ones. Must have got it early or something, yeah. But even to stunt, I just wanted to, what was it? I've read somewhere, oh yeah, you know the rapper Drake? No, bro, I'm talking like he's some underground rapper, bro. You don't know Drake, innit, yeah? He used to rent out a Rolls Royce. This is when I was such a loser, bro. I used to care about famous people. That was the levels, bro. I was a loser once upon a time as well. You guys don't need to be insecure. But Drake used to rent out a Rolls Royce. Years and years later, he bought the same Rolls Royce that he used to rent. You get the picture, innit? He manifested by renting a Rolls Royce. Eventually, you can afford endless Rolls Royces. That was kind of my thought process. / I just wanted to drive around an RS3, innit? RS3, innit, cousin? So I've gone down. This was early in the morning as well. I've got my RS3. The guy serving me was licked out of his head. But anyway, I'm driving around here actually. I get pulled over because the insurer, you know when you rent a car and you pay to get it insured as well with them, you realise you're not insured. You know that, innit? You know if you crash the car, you're paying for the car. You're in generational debt. They give you like they say it's a work, this is bro, only the cuzzies know about this one. If you rent a car from an unofficial place, yeah, they just say, they give you a little shitty document, it's shit, bro. The words be like at an angle, it's not even aligned with the A4 sizing, yeah. Cause if you get pulled over telling you work for my roofing company in Alum Rock, Birmingham, yeah, and it's like, oh, we're a roofing company, this is the manager's car, or this is the work car, and I'm just using it, and this policy covers me. My name's Abdul Rahman, I'm 46 years old, and this is not a rental. Come on, bro, you think how stupid you think PC Plonker is, yeah? But anyway, I've been pulled over. The guy goes, you know what I pulled you over for? I'm like, nah, and the guy goes, oh, there's no tax. Of course there's no tax. Another lesson for you, like, if you're renting out a car, do a reg check on the cars, make sure they've got MOT and tax. This one had no tax. So now I've called up, no, I want to give a praise to the policeman, because a lot of the police, they don't admit when they're wrong. They hate it, especially if you're a young man. The police falsely accuses you of something, they'll probably still prosecute you, and it's literally just ego. That's the problem when you've got humans, emotional humans working in these places, you get me? I think this is the only time in my life the policeman was alright. Like, I can count a handful of times where the policeman has been alright. On one hand, he goes, look, you're not taxed, mate. I'm sure it's not your fault, buddy. And I told him, yeah, I never got the tax warning letter. It's my car, it's not a rental. Didn't fault there. Got it all right, bro. Nailed the policy, nailed the script. And you guys, make sure you get it taxed, please, mate, because apparently the tax had just expired. So I've called up the guy and said, bro, your car's not taxed, and he taxed it for me. But yeah, mistakes happen, I get it. You forgot to tax your car. You've got multiple cars in your unit. You forgot to tax one of them. You're a human, it's calm. So anyway, I'm driving around this RS3, and to be honest, I don't think I had to put the sun visor down until a couple days in. I put the sun visor down, this one, it just came out, and a bunch of wiring came out as well. And then I went out in the process of trying to put it back on. I realized that the roof lining wasn't attached. This here, not the center console, I don't know what it's called, but you know, this whole thing, this came out as well in the process of like clipping that one back in. It was glued together. A HPI checked the car, yeah, it hadn't been in a crash, but there were signs. Clearly had front end damage, or maybe even whacked it. Something happened to this car. The front was made of Lego, bro. I swear to God, like, even this was, everything was loose. You could pull it off with a bit of force. You can pull everything off. It's like, you see this, how everything's solid. It's meant to be like this. Either Audi lets the cuzzies build the cars, or the cuzzies have been to auction. So then I call him and I said, yo, has your car been in a crash? Because a lot of the repair job's shit, bro, I'll be real. I got out, I looked at the bumper, it was misaligned. The adaptive cruise control and all that, none of that worked. Like, they'd obviously just stuck it back together, but not really wired anything. So, you know what I mean? Half the features were gone. How did I forget this? The steering wheel, nothing on the steering wheel worked apart from the steering, bro. I'm talking the paddle shifts, the buttons, even, bro, it didn't even light up. You know, the steering lights up at night, it didn't light up. The steering wheel was not connected, it just steered. And nothing worked. The charger didn't work as well. I remember, because I used to bring my portable charger in that car. But yeah, the charger didn't work. The car was shit, bro, I can't lie to you. I did complete my whole, my time for a week. It was nice, it was good to drive. Anyway, I'm handing it back now. I'm talking to one of the guys, and then I'm talking to the guy who rented it to me, and then there's another guy there. I think he's like the main. So that he's like inspecting the car, he's looking around it. I'm not stressed because I know I've done nothing to the car. I actually took good care of it. I put good fuel in it and everything. What's this? Huh? Because I said, what's this? What's what, bro? So we go around to see a curbed wheel. So I tell him, bro, that was already there. Luckily, I took a video of the car, and I pointed out the curvature on the wheel. I was like, yeah, there you go, bro, that was already there. Don't be trying to do that with me, bro. Like, I've not been bumped by rentals before. I only have a video of the bodywork. I didn't have a video of all that stuff falling off, bro. Pulls the sun visor down, it comes off. Obviously, this all becomes loose. He starts wobbling that. I just found it it was a big coincidence that he just so happened to inspect the sun visor. Like, you know when you go to view a car and the first thing you do when you get in it is inspect if the sun visor's on? No, mate. It was like, you obviously know this, bro. This van is so far up my ass, bro. You're gonna have a brown front end? Go, bro. I can't speed, I got a camera on my head. You have your fun. Join you in a bit. He's obviously saying this is wrong. So I'm telling him, yeah, well, your car's made of Lego, mate, let's be honest. Because the car was just made of Lego, everything was falling apart. And he gives me an invoice of like 500 quid. 500 quid, bro, that's a fraction of what I paid for the whole week rental, which I think I overpaid as well. I don't think an RS3 is worth like 300-400 quid a day. Bro, you know you can lease cars and finance cars for that price. You get the car for a month. And you're trying to tell me that we was paying that for a day? fuck off, bro. But yeah, I didn't pay back. I didn't. And you know what they did about it? They did nothing, because obviously it was clearly a setup in it. They thought this is the guy. Not today, my friend. Usually I was the guy, but this is when I learnt my lesson. I weren't trying to pay this guy's bills for fun, bro. His car's made of Lego. Click it back together. I broke the car and I fixed it again. So then I thought, I'm a bit older now. Why don't I just buy one? Why am I renting these cars? So then that's when I just bought a nice Golf R 7.5 full spec. Honestly, bro, I got in the car and I noticed immediately that it's better in every single way. Do whatever speed you want. You can tune it. You can literally do what you want, bro. There's not a camera there. You're not gonna have Abdul. Cousin, who's that in the driver's seat? What's her name? No, oh, slow down, bro. Dude does 74 on the motorway. Oh, slow down, bro. You're gonna crash it, bro. Car's made of Lego. Put your sun visor down, and you know what it does? It protects your eyes from the sun. It doesn't blow your deposit of 800 quid. I just hit 140k miles. Did you see that, boys? Live on set. But yeah, anyway, I've had friends who've had way worse experience with rentals. I think I'm one of the lucky ones. But even then, considering I'm one of the lucky ones, I've not had a good experience. My advice is only take rentals out from reputable companies. Get a video of the inside and the outside of the car before you even set foot in it. Check the reg as well. Make sure it's MOT intact. Do your checks. If you can, make sure it's insured as well. And just, bro, in general, just have a bit of an eye out in it. Just make sure it's not a scam, bro. Try to avoid renting a car though. That's my advice.